Are we? Are we there? I think we're there. Are we good? How do I see the chat? How does this work? Okay, we got it. All right, we're live. We're live. I'm back. I'm a little am I late? I think I'm like 10 seconds late. But we're here. It says there's people here. I don't know. I don't know if there's actually people here or not. But trains. Boy, it's been a minute. I don't really know how to do this. I haven't done this in a long time. How do you view this? How do I... Is there, like, chat messages? Like, how does this work? They've changed this interface since I've last been on here. Okay, there we go. There we go. We've got messages. All right, so it's set up right. I'm doing this right. All right. Hey, everybody. Dirty Dan here. This is the Christmas special, the 6th episode. It's a live stream because it's a live stream. I said so. I said when I started this, is I'm like, there's going to be some live streams. I didn't plan this one. This, yeah, I do have, that is a Conroe GP20. I quite like that model. It's a manual one. It's a late one. It runs very well. But anyways, so I'll lay this down first off. I didn't really plan this. This happened because my initial plans for today was to upload a video, but that video ended up taking way longer than I expected. And you know what the unfortunate part is that the video that is being currently made actually, like, isn't that incredible. It's nothing, like, life-changing. It's just that the process that I have to use to make the video is just stupid complicated. So here's the layout. I got the lights working, which is super cool. You might be able to see them. I don't know. I'll turn them on and off. Yeah, you could definitely tell. So I got the lights on. I figured out how the wiring worked. It's all wired. I just never really turned them on. So they're on, which is awesome. So there's that. What's up, people? What's up, everybody? Hey, Dan. Glad. I'm assuming it's supposed to say glad. Glad you're back. I'm back. Thank you. It's good to be back. I am finishing the Christmas series ever since I started it, which would have been how many years ago? I don't even remember how many years ago. A lot of years ago. We got 16 viewers so far. So I don't know how long this is going to go on for. At the minimum, I want to be on here for a year. Dan, the Discord drama died. It's boring. My Discord... Okay, so I actually need to take down the links, and I probably should have announced this at some capacity, but basically the Discord server died. I'm not too upset about it, because, I don't know, by the end of it, it just kind of went to crap. So, it's over. I don't know if there'll ever be another server. Maybe. That's a future discussion for a future me. How do you feel about your pastime on Roblox? Oh, man, I love Roblox still. And it was such a fun game, and it still is a fun game. Well, it's pretty active, just all the people I left it. I left the server. I haven't been in the server. Boblox, what up, Matt? But yeah, basically the Discord, I am not associated with it anymore. I'm just putting that out there. It is not my server. I handed it over to somebody else. So my channel, I don't intend to be associated with anything past, like, whenever I left. So will you do more N-scale videos? That's actually a really good question. I still got the basement going along with new models and shit. That's awesome. So, what was the question somebody said? Okay, are you gonna make any more N-scale videos? That's a hard question. I want to say yes. I just don't know when. Because I do actually like N-scale stuff. And you know what? That would be a good subject for one of the Christmas series videos. I never even thought about that. I don't blame you not wanting to be on the Discord. They killed the Ken Kidder channel. Most tragic loss. Yeah. GP20 lineup video when? I have no idea. I have so many GP20s. I actually have to go through and, like, see how many I actually have, because it's a lot. It's a lot of friggin' GP20s. That's why I've never made like a tender drive complete collection overhaul video, because I don't even know how many I have. I've lost track. That's how I like question how certain channels like SMT Mainline even operate anymore. Like, how do you keep track of how much stuff you have, and how are you still accepting things? Like, I would have shut the PO box down. My PO box is essentially shut down at the moment. So don't plan on sending anything to it. If you really want to send me something, just you have to get my email, my contact from somebody, and I'll get back to you if you really want to send me something, because the PO box is pretty much closed at the moment. Any GP20s you don't want, let me know. I'm not getting rid of any of my GP20s. You now own the UP Tender Drive. Is it rarer than the Golf locomotive? I honestly think yes. Yes, it is. For some reason, they made like absolute zero of them. I don't know why they made so few. It's incredible that I have one, because I genuinely thought, like, this thing cannot be real. What is your least favorite model train company? That's a real toughie. Least favorite, and that's not meaning I hate them. That's a toughie. I don't know. If I had to say any of them. Also, how many do you have? I personally have 34. I probably have something in the neighborhood of that. Do you still have the Polar Express? Yes, I do. It's actually on the layout right now. You probably can't see it. But, alright, so back to the one question. My least favorite company, it is a weird one, but it's Rapido. I've never been inclined to buy their things. I don't know. I don't really get along with their memo. I think their stuff's just incredibly expensive, and it's just not up my alley. Like, I don't have a problem with them. I just don't want to buy any of their stuff. Like, they don't make anything that I openly, like, actively want, and I think it's just incredibly expensive. Like, I could probably find a Bachmann model, the same, like, okay, it's not going to be super realistic rivet counter detailing, but I can make some small upgrades to it and likely make it slightly better than it was. Like, I just don't need that crazy high detailed stuff. So I don't know. It's never applied to me. I never really liked Rapido. Do you consider the Conrail and SPF GP20s as Tyco? Not really, because I know that those are made by Manoa, and they never really came in Tyco boxes. Like, I wouldn't consider that one a Tyco GP20. Because, and especially because it has the brake fan. That's a huge thing. None of the Tyco ones ever came with that, as far as I'm aware. I think they did. I don't know. I don't know for 100% certain. Like, I'm supposed to be a Tyco expert. Should I know this stuff? I don't know. Yeah, I can actually... So, the Bessemer is actually going past right now. Oh, Coco's here. What up, Coco? So, here's just one shelf of just, like, a few of them. So, there's this one is Cotton Belt, Southern Pacific, New York Central, CB&Q, Illinois Central, a different version of the Illinois Central, Penn Central, Reading, Rio Grande, UP, CN, Santa Fe, that's a custom, Chattanooga, Burlington Northern, there's the Noran GP20, that's a really weird one. I don't know if there's any down here that I didn't mention. Yeah, there's, I've got quite a few of them. There's a lot of stuff on the shelf now. That's a lot of GP20s. Yeah, and that's only, oh, Corey's here. Okay, I'm missing, where's Jeff? Jeff is right there. He's behind the crescent. There's Jeff. The B&O one. The B&O one, that's Manoa. It's kind of Tyco, kind of Manoa. It looks like something Tyco would make, but Manoa made it later on, so I wouldn't really consider it Tyco. I'd like to find one of the early red box Burlington Northern GP20s. If anyone has a hookup on one, let me know. What are the Euro style engines? I don't know if you mean Jeff. Jeff is made by a company called Jeff, as far as I know, or Jauf. however they say it. I think that's French. That's actually French. If you're talking about this guy that was in the background of a video, I have 3 Italian. I think these are Italian. I don't know. They're foreign. They might be. You might consider them Euro. They're River Rossi engines though. They were supposed to go to a buddy of mine, but he never took them, and I kind of took ownership of them. I don't know. It's kind of a weird situation. The Redbox GP20, I own one and know someone with a second one. If it's the one that I'm looking for, that would be cool. I'd like to get my hands on one at some point. I'll find one eventually. I'm not like actively seeking for one though. They're red and white and on a lower shelf. Red and white. Oh, I think he means the E60s. I don't know where you mean to post a picture. These guys, I think he means the E60s. But these are not Euro. They're just GE E60s. They're the Athearn. I forget what railroad they're for. But yeah, I don't know. Are they BM and LP? That's what it is. Yeah, those are E60s. Oh, okay. Just a teenage. I remember you. Okay, all right. I know. I remember your post. I've seen your post before. Yeah, I know what engines you're talking about. Yeah, those are pretty cool. I'd like to get my hands on that. I need to get the GM&O, the Burlington Northern, and the red Illinois Central. I don't have any of those. I've got to knock those out. I've got the Western Pacific, the Norand, the Rio Grande one seems like it's kind of a hard one to get. Am I forgetting one? I probably am. I've got some harder to find ones. Hey Dan, can you run a River Rossi Berkshire? I don't have one that functions. Mine has dysfunction. It is a steaming pile of garbage. And by that I mean it's a chassis with basically nothing else. Hello from St. Louis. What up? That's cool. I've almost been to St. Louis. Sort of. I was in Yeah, I was near there. So let's have a look. I'm gonna pull this up on my PC just because I want to see this. I'm quite curious. I'm close to St. Louis. My PC has kind of like began to take a crap. Poor Berkshire. I wouldn't say it was always like that. I didn't do that to it. I rubbed a couple parts off of it. Well, the pilot's actually completely busted off of it, so I wouldn't be too sad about that one. That one's really not going very far. Okay, let's go to. No, that is not where I wanted to go. Let's go here and make sure that's off. All right. Oh, hey, that's me. I see myself. I'm right there. Let's see what he's got. Go to channel. Oh, he's got Wisconsin on here. That's cool. Okay, let's see. Go away, Steam. Go away. Oh, okay. Okay, very nice. Very, very nice. Yeah, that's the one I'm looking for. I'd like to find one eventually. Those are decently difficult to get a hold of, though. So. I'll find one eventually. The post has me in it. That's cool. All right. What did I miss? I probably missed something. Whoa, Dan is real. How are the Varney steam locomotives coming along? I got it for $5. Wow, that's a hell of a score. Opinion on Bachmann. Oh, okay. I saw this question earlier. Sorry, I missed it. Your opinion on Bachmann gears from the '90s. I'm just gonna say it. Garbage. That's how they are. They're garbage. You might notice the gray light. Oh, I can't zoom in. No, I can. I can zoom in on it. The gray light on the top shelf. That thing's junk. It's junk. The gears are junk. The Varney steam locomotives. Okay, so the 040 is the exact same as it was before. Unbelievably. It needs painted. A nice little just coat of black would do it. But I never got around to it. I'll literally grab it right now. It's a nice little model. It just needs painted, you know? One of my 3 rare I have the Sioux line and an SCL. I think, isn't that the one you posted about that's like some weird pre-production somebody at the company? That's where things get a little foggy for me. Because it's hard to go off that kind of word. I've got to see, like, I believe you, but at the same time, I'm skeptical. Because it's hard to take somebody's word for stuff like that. That's why, like, I know for a fact, like, the GM&O pre-production I have, like, you can match it to the catalog pictures, you know? The Sioux line, though, that was a production one, right? I don't know. I don't know. But, I remember now. I remember your post. I'm subscribed to your channel. I like that stuff. That's super cool. That's right up my alley. If you were ever to sell them, you know who to sell them to. I would love to have those. Those would they'd make a fantastic addition. But those are things that I'm not gonna. Nah, like I said, if you ever were to sell them, you know, because those are cool. I like those. I like the story with them, but like I said, it's hard to take people's word on stuff like that. I think I remember seeing a picture though. Oh, hey Jack. Jack's here. I got 2 Riverossi Bakelite sea liners for $10. They run pretty good. Those are old. The Bakelite ones. I actually have one. Let me grab it. I actually no. This one isn't the Bakelite. Okay. It's in shambles. It's in shambles, but it's not a Bakelite one, but it's still one of the earlier ones. I need to get my hands on some of the even earlier ones. At some point. That would be fun. Glad to see most of the gang is here. Yeah, we're hanging out. Where is... Okay, cool. We got 28 viewers. Let's see... I'm curious what kind of viewership we can hit. Do you ever run that Atlas Rock Island GP38 I sent you a few years ago? Someday... Oh, can you play the BC Rich? I am not that good. I honestly haven't been able to practice in a long time. So that request I don't know if I can fulfill. But I will say I haven't run the engine a whole lot, but I have run it. And I almost brought it with me to Wisconsin, but that was an engine I didn't want. The layout that it was on is known for frying decoders, and I didn't want it to mess up that decoder. Is there anything from the manufacturer these days that have caught your eye? You know what? That's a really good question. I like that new Bachmann Hudson. I might buy one of those. I doubt it, though. Do you have any HO440s? Yes, I do. I have quite a number of them. I have Bachmann, Riverossi, Tyco. I'm trying to think. I think I have 1 or 2 other brands. But those are the ones I could think of. Do you have any Red Box Riverossi? I do. I do, actually. I have a Red Box Hudson. Here, we'll just take this down. That is my Red Box Hudson. It's a very nice locomotive. I really like it. If you're ever in the Milwaukee area, I'd be more than willing to show you the GP20s. Absolutely. That would be super cool. Which is the best 440? The Riverossi ones seem to run the best. It's definitely a good one from Bachmann. It has a completely die-cast boiler, and the wow sound in it is amazing. Yeah, they seem like really nice models. For Brian Benson, you asked about my BC Rich guitar. Here it is. I really love this guitar. even though I haven't really gotten much into it, you know, like I want to get back to this, but I sort of got out of it. But I don't want to get rid of this guitar. I love it. I'm still huge into rock music, but you know, it's a really cool guitar. I love that guitar. Do you have any recommendations for Bachman printed gears? I tried the ones from eBay, but I haven't had good luck with them. The ones from Shapeways, maybe? Tried those ones. Do you have any O-gauge trains? Yes, I do. I have quite a few, actually. There's a bunch that are just kind of hidden around that you would never even know that were there. Like, if you come to the very bottom of the shelf... Thank you, Brian. I have... So here's my other guitar. This is my Ibanez... I forget. It's a Roadstar. It's a really nice guitar, too. This one I don't like as much as the BC Rich, but it's still a very nice guitar. I got both of those for really cheap. I got that for $15, and this one was free. And I went through them. I cleaned them all up, cleaned up the frets. I still really love them, and I think I want to get back into playing. I just haven't gotten around to it. There's O-gauge stuff on the very bottom shelf. This is the graveyard, in a sense. These are all models that are, you know... Man, we're getting some really good questions here. Let me show the O-gauge stuff off before I forget about it. In this shelf, you can just see the tip of this boxcar, but there's stuff all in the back of that shelf. Just checking stuff on eBay as I watch. Okay. So... Do you have any Okay, so nice axe, thank you. What's your most obscure piece? That's a really hard question to answer. I would say it is probably the Noran GP20. You know, I really don't know that much about this thing. I don't know what Noran is. I don't know what this company was. You know, it's Noran Sprint 100. I've never figured out what exactly they were advertising with this. It's a really cool model. I just don't know what... There's a full set. There's a full Noran set, I found out. They have a tank car and a caboose that would have matched this engine. It was for sale on eBay. I don't know who bought it. It must have been another Tyco collector. But, like, these are kind of lousy. Like, they painted as the GB20. I do know what it is. I'd love to know what they were advertising with this. I never really figured it out. But you know what? On the topic of more obscure models, on the very top shelf here, let me get a chair. There's something up here. Oh, you know what? People have probably seen it before. It's the Berwick Forge and Fabricating Company. These cars. I still don't know exactly what that is. It must have been some kind of promotional thing. Yeah, Noran. I don't know. I don't know what that company is. I don't know what they were selling. Noran might be an audio company. Let me see. I don't know if you saw my comment on the best Tyco haul video. I think the black and orange shark nose, I believe, in an EJ&E scheme, but the colors are flipped. Yeah, that's right here. It's one of the best conditioned ones I've seen. Right next to this. So here's the top shelf. This is kind of like the creme de la creme of my stuff, my Tyco stuff at least. You got the Little Trains caboose, that shark nose, pre-production GM&O, Union Pacific 280, the River Aussie chassis 630, Noran GP20 Grand Trunk engine, the Santa Fe 630 or 430. I know those are pretty rare. Just a nice example of Golden Eagle. Two GM&Os. One has the fire damage. The Crescent 080. The Canadiana, the New Haven Pacific's up there, and then there's a prototype Clementine caboose that I've really never talked about, and then I have some stuff like this. Like here's a sealed Presidential 430, which is always cool. I have the Western Auto box car. There's more stuff hidden behind there. Like I have a duplicate Grand Trunk 430. I have the Delaware and Hudson caboose. I know those are really rare. Most of my rarest things are on that very top shelf. I'd like to find more stuff to fill that shelf though. and it wasn't from. Those were not those took a long time to get. Dan, did you know that Bachmann actually made a Disney World train with cars? I do think I've heard of those. I have the locomotives, not the cars, though. But this is something that I'll show briefly. This is going to be in a future video. What's your most sought after item? That guy right there. That 280. That's that UP 280. It took me so long to get my hands on that thing. And that was an absolute search. Like, I looked so hard to find one, and I still remember the interaction between me and the gentleman that sold it to me. When I got on him, and I'm like, or not got on him, but when I messaged this guy and I'm like, hey, are you willing to sell it at all? And he was like, no. I was like so crushed. I was so devastated because that would have been the third one that I knew of that was not for sale. And that's just crushing, you know, because I want to document it. I want to do a really in-depth video. I want to talk about it because they're so cool and nobody knows what it is. But I finally found it. And then the next day I get a message and the guy's like, I had a change of heart, you know, I want you to have it. And I'm like, the guy wanted to give it to me and I'm like, no, I can't take that for free. I had to give him something, you know. I just realized your shelf is ordered by rarest to most common, sort of. Basically the top shelf is just the coolest stuff. And then you've got like, you know, just varying levels of different stuff. What up, homie? What's up? What's your most expensive loco you bought used? Pre-production GM&O. I paid a premium for that engine. I think it was at like $300 something. I paid a lot of money for that. And good to see you do a live stream after a while. Yes, I'm back. Norm was a German. Okay, here we go. Norm was a German company that manufactured locomotive components, and the set was made as an exercise set. Less than 100 made. That costed around $100 at the time. Interesting. I'd love to find the rest of the cars for that. Hey Dan, I can't stick around this time, but it's good to see you back. Thank you for stopping in. You're a good man. Thank you. I try. I appreciate that. And that's the thing. You know, I've seen a lot of people that have these incredible collections, and I really love that kind of stuff. I love seeing that stuff. But I like to get my hands on stuff so I can document it and put it out there. Not necessarily, I don't want to drive up the market though. That's what I'm always scared of. I was honestly scared to really talk about the UP 280 because I don't want to drive up the market crazy. I don't want people to have to pay a premium, you know, although I do think that they're highly sought after and I think that they should be cared for. You know, it's like, because, okay, who's buying that to run that? Like, who's buying that locomotive to run it? Like, it's a Tyco tender drive 280 that has Union Pacific on the tender. That's what it is. Like, you know, you should build a micro desk layout for all those 040Ts you have. That is the Doot shelf. I've never really, I don't know if I've said that on camera. The partnership ended on bad terms, and the sets were exported to New York where they ended up being sold to random people. Very interesting. That is super cool. I don't really enjoy streams in general, but this has been extremely entertaining. I'm very glad to hear that. Nobody. That's not very nice. Be nice, people. Be nice. But no, that's really interesting. I never knew that. I had heard something about a German company, but I never knew the full story. That's really cool. So, man, that's super interesting. That's really cool. I'll have to. I want to look into that more. Do you still have the Tyco Western Pacific? I do. I actually had two, and then I gave one to one of my friends because he said he liked the look of it, and I kind of owed him some stuff, and so I wanted to give them to him. I saw your video on the automatic coal loader. Do you happen to have a Lionel MPC or a Sandy Andy? It's a similar concept, but I didn't hear it do well. I've never heard of it. I've never heard of that. Nobody was running for... Yeah, nobody was running for the... That's why I think they made so few of them. I mean, who's going to buy that? Like, would you buy a BLI Blue Box steam engine? And if so, which one? I have no idea. I do not know that much about BLI. Let me see. Let me go back. Yeah, the Tyco Western Pacific. It's at the back of the shelf up top. Yeah. Oh, the nobody was for the Union. Okay. All right. That makes sense. But yeah, that's like a model. That's like a nothing model. Do you have the Sioux Line C430? I do. I do have one. I do have one of those. That's another thing that's. It's actually sealed. It's sealed in the box. Let me get my chair. Let me see where it's at. Actually, here we go. Let me just get my chair and I'll show you guys. Because that shelf has so much stuff that like I even forget sometimes about some of the stuff up there. I like the Tyco Pacifics. Yeah, they're pretty cool. Are you going to the Albany train show? No, most likely. What's your opinion on the new NS Heritage unit? I don't know. I don't really keep up with that kind of thing. I share your sentiment about documenting stuff. I have a bunch of obscure models by sitting on that I plan on recording and repairing, like stuff almost nothing online. It's fun. It is. Just curious, would you ever customize a Mano 060? I don't know what that is. If you ever run Oregon Coast, hit me up. I have an SW8 and a 40-ton. You can operate. Wait, what? No. Like an actual SW8 and a 45-ton center cab. Like, is that an actual offer? Like, is that a real thing? Because I have actually thought about going to the Western Coast in the next couple years. I've thought about going on a trip out there. Do you still have the Mano 2662? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. And I've been thinking about doing something more about it. It's right there. Back to the Future. I've never really looked into it, but I think I could do something like that. So it would be up here. So you guys can see there's more stuff behind all of this. The Western Pacific GP20's back there. The yellow Burlington Northern boxcar. The red roof Ralston Purina Chow's car. And then somewhere up here, I don't remember which box it's in. Okay, there it is. It's in the original box, Sioux Line. It's still sealed in there. So, and then the Western Auto car is just below it. So this is a postcard I got from my buddy Corey. Love that postcard. It's a random/common model you have an unnecessary amount of, but refuse to sell and are constantly getting more of. I have an incomprehensible amount of Chattanoogas. I have way too many. I own Oregon Pacific 45 and then the 802. No way. Really? I didn't know that. Wish you could find one of those Golf locomotives. The paint scheme is wonderful. Yeah, they're very cool. How does the Mikado shell attach to the 262? I really want to make one. That's something I can go into in a later video, but basically the easiest way to describe this is that they drilled holes in here and the back chassis is attached. That's it. The front chassis is not attached at all. It's attached here and attached here. They have screws that connect it to the shell. Let me catch up on this. How rare are the Sioux Line 430s? They're decently uncommon. I'm not sure exactly how rare. Got a few of this of the switcher like the one that was on your video. Okay, how many Chattanoogas you got? I know it's in the neighborhood of 15. I think 16? I don't know, something like that. Some ridiculous amount. I want to look this up. Hold on. I never knew about this. There's no way. What he said, Oregon Pacific 45. Let me look this up. I want to look this up real quick. Hold on. I'm genuinely curious right now. Do you have any 80s Bachmann Niagara? I do. And it's the, why do you need 15 Chattanoogas? I don't. They've just accumulated because I buy parts lots and they kind of come to me. Dirty Dan Live. Is the CB&Q BNSF or UP220 more common? The most common one that I've found is, it seems like the Burlington Northern one, because I have like 5. I don't need 5, but they've just made their way. There is my Bachmann Niagara. It is the lightning stripe version. And let me see if I can get it to run. Actually, hold on. I want to look this up real quick, because you should get that Hooterville Cannibal set up and running back on the rails instead of wanting to display track. I know which engine you're talking about, and that's the Berwick Forge engine. And I would not take that off there because it's a promotional piece, and I don't want to alter it. I could find another set, though. They're not that hard to find. I could do that. How rare are the presidential CO430s? Because a friend who says they're uncommon. Yes, they are. The ones with the lettering around the seal that are the full seal, yes, those are pretty uncommon. The sealed ones are the ones like I have like, I think 2 that are in the box, 2 sealed. I think I have a few that are loose. Let me find, where was that? SW8. Oregon Pacific 45. Hold on. I want to look this up because I want to see if this is like a legit thing. What? This is a thing. No way. What? Holy crap. Okay, hold on. It's a 5BN one. Me on 7 AT&SF GP20s. Holy rip. I have a few of those. So I own 2 Hooterville Cannibal engines and 1 set. Okay, very nice. Hamilton Sullivan, I believe your name was. You've been watching my videos for a long time. I never knew that. I never knew you had real train stuff. If you're being serious, like, I would 100% make a trip to the Western Coast just to see that, just to get to operate a locomotive. That would be so fun. That would be super cool. I'm not going to confirm this, but I am thinking about going to Amherst this year. So if you're going to Amherst, if you're going to be there, there's a good chance that I'll be there. Funny thing is, I only paid for 1 of the AT&SF ones. That is interesting. I never knew that. I'm very stunned if that's like actually a thing. That'd be very, very cool. I would 100% come to the Western Coast to operate a full-scale locomotive. You've never operated a locomotive? No, I'm not an engineer. I work on cars. I have 5 of the Tyco CB&Q GP20s and half a dozen of the C430s. The bicentennial ones. Yeah, those are pretty common. It seems like they sold an absolute butt ton of those sets. It's time to run something different. Let's run something different. Oh, I was going to try and run the Niagara. I highly doubt it's going to run. Do you have a full Chattanooga set? Yes. I have all 4 sets. All 4 years, including the 93 version. I have a pair of the D&H Shark Noses. I don't have the D&H Shark Nose. That's one I haven't been able to get my hands on yet. I don't have the Northern Pacific one either. I don't really have a lot of those Shark Noses. If you get a chance to run a real locomotive, highly recommend it. Totally beats the models. Hey, Dan, which part of Pennsylvania are you from? Western PA, pretty much Steel City, like the outskirts of Steel City. Let me get the Niagara on. I don't think this thing's going to run. I don't know when the last time I tried to run it was. Let's see. Is she going to chooch? Probably not. Because this thing is a pile of crap. And I know I never replaced the axles in this thing. I think I got this out of a parts lot. But it was complete enough that I'm like, okay, this thing's kind of cool. I'm going to display it on my shelf. And then it's missing enough parts where it's like, I don't want to actively search and try to find these parts because this thing's kind of a pile. At the same time, though, it's like a complete enough that it actually functions. Like, I figured maybe I'll find a nice one with a beat drive and a good shell. Ever done any rail fanning in Iowa? No, I've actually never been to Iowa, ever. And I have a pair of D&H Sharks and a red box D&H caboose. Just need the Sears caboose, and my Tyco D&H collection is nearly complete. Very nice. How do you feel about the Norfolk Southern Heritage unit? I am not answering any questions on heritage units. If you are in Western PA, you aren't that far from the J&L narrow gauge. They do throttle time. I know where that is. It's in Youngstown, right? I've thought about going to check that out at some point. Let's see if this Niagara runs. I don't even remember if it runs. Okay, that answers that. It runs. Is it going to stay running? Is the question. Oh, it smokes. The smoke unit works. It's very much working. Let's see what else we got. East Springfield for me. Wow. Oh my God. Look at the smoke. Look at it. It's pouring out of this. Oh, it stopped doing it. It was pouring out the side of the locomotive. Wow. Oh, man. Dan, run the T-Hog. I might. You need to come up here to Ohio sometime where I live and get some run in the old, the miniature trains at the Mill Creek. I absolutely want to come to Ohio sometime. Run to T-Hog. That thing is smoking. Yes, it is. I was going to ask this earlier, but I was packing up at the club display. How's the new Haven Alco C420 faring? It's been hanging out. I haven't really gotten to it yet, but that's a project. I want to get to that sooner or later. It's on my project shelf. I want to tear it apart and like completely do it justice, but I want to do like a full video on it. So that's why it's been waiting around. I want to get one of those lightning bolt Niagaras. They're pretty easy to find. This thing runs terrible. And the smoke unit is just atrocious. Wow. You know what? It's not terrible, but I don't really like this thing. I give you an invite to my railroad club. That would be fun. All right, let's find something else to run, because that thing's kind of atrocious. I just want to see it run, if it ran. But it does run. That answers the question. Will it run? It probably will. With a little bit of work. Some TLC. Me when the model train YouTubers are like, will it run? Yes, yes it will. You can make anything run if you put a motor in it or a drive system in it. I'm just kidding. You guys are cool. Model railroading's awesome, and I like model railroading YouTube channels. I still have the horns. I still hate that the horns broke in shipment. That thing was pretty much mint cosmetic-wise. Yeah, it happens. Run the drug GP20. Are you on Facebook? Yes, I am. Do you have the 80 Bachmann 460? I don't think so. Restore it and run on the main line. Absolutely. I'm sitting here and enjoying the live chat and train run. Yes. It is that time of the year again. How is the Varney i10? I didn't answer this completely earlier. Somebody asked about the Varney engines. It's kind of sitting, unfortunately. I really want to get to that engine. I gotta wait till the weather gets nice. This is my current custom project. Let me grab this thing. This I kind of started just out of nowhere. It's a DCC Sound Shark Nose. I'm gonna do this up in Monongahela. I bought this at a show. I started working on it, and it's pretty close, actually. All of the wiring's done. All that it needs is it needs a windshield. It needs the lights finished. It needs painted and decaled and finished, and it'll be done. It's almost there. I have the decals already. I have all the handrails made. It just needs the finishing touches. I should probably find some of the old Lionel 46 tube. A new video on them. They're pretty unique and kind of hard to find. I don't know if you mean the 462s. Oh, 46 tube. I don't know if that means 462s because I have two of them. One with a whistling tender, which is really strange and really cool, but it sucks because the motor is exploded and I can't find another motor because it's a friggin' whistling tender. And where are you going to find a motor for a Lionel whistling tender HO scale 462? Please tell me. It's not the same. It's not the same as the regular motors in the Lionel engines. I thought it was, and it's not. The armature is a completely different length, and it's a different style armature. It's stupid. They're just stupid. I can't figure out how to make it work. And I want to keep it original. So, you should... the effects of drugs explained with model trains. How are the B&OE diesel engines doing? I mean, I haven't really done a whole lot with them. I think it'd be cool to DCC them. We continue your magic of model railroading. Probably not. I'll probably just do like regular videos on like, this is a super cool accessory, check it out. Maybe I'll try to, do that, but I doubt it. What was I gonna run? There was something I wanted to run. I don't remember what it was. I have so many things. Crap. Let me cook. What was I gonna run? Oh, somebody said run the T-Hog. I don't know, maybe. That thing requires a lot of, well, you can, yes, 462, okay. Dan, where's my caboose? Okay, so, that, oh, somebody asked to run the drug GP20. I'm gonna, like, kind of explain that inside joke. Basically, my buddy, I, like, told him I was gonna give him this caboose, and I never did. And that was, like 6 years ago. And he's still asking where it is. And I still just, I'm not gonna send it. I'm not gonna send it. I don't even think I have it anymore. Alright, so here's the drug GP20. I don't know if this thing runs. Does it run? I don't know. Yeah. Oh. Yep. Oh. Was it billowing smoke? What was that? Or was that just the windshield? It's trying. Oh, it's shorting out really bad. Okay. Alright, so the drug GP20 is actually not running. I misspoke. Back on the shelf with you. Oh man. I have way too many things to choose from. Let's see. Let's see. What do the suggestions say? Run the Western Pacific GP20. Maybe. I got the presidential set model power made of 2 and 1 new extension on the other Santa Fe. I am not braining hard enough to understand what that means. 6 years and he still hasn't gotten the caboose. Have there been any steam locomotives that you're still looking for? Actively, no. I'm trying to get, I would like to get my hands on, the Tyco Pacifics. The early Tyco steamers. I'd like to get more of those. Specifically, there's 2 crescents. The dark green crescent, which is very hard to find, and the light green crescent, which really isn't that hard to find. I forget what my buddy called it. He had a certain name for it. I'm in shock that it works at all. Me too. Do you have any River Rossi? No, I don't have a Chippewa. Do you have a Manoa 080 that uses the same shell? No, I don't have one of those. What happened if you tried to eat? Probably not good things. Model Power made a presidential show scale train set back in the 80s, and I have both of them. Okay, cool. Run the I-10SA. I assume you mean 2019 because that's like the most famous one on my channel. I think this thing was like actively dying the last time I tried to run it, but here it is. Let's see. Maybe it'll go. I doubt it though. Let's see. Will 2019 run? Probably not. Because it's friggin' beat. No, it's running. See? Oh, and it's smoking. And there's not a smoking in it. I think it's dying. No. Come on. Come on, don't die on me. You got this. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yes. Come on, keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. You can do it. You can do it. Yep. Oh, come on. Please don't die. This thing is just trying so hard to die, and I'm not letting it. Go. Go faster. Come on. It is not happy. It is not happy at all. Oh, that might be the end of it. Nope, nope, nope. Oh, I don't don't know, guys. She might be down for the count. When there's smoke coming out of the smokestack and there is not a smoke unit, that means that there is a problem. Okay. I might have to actually address that, so it's going to be a no on that one. The dark green is hard to find. Yes, it is. What's the best way to clean brass track? Sandpaper, sanding block. I don't know, 20 bucks on gear cracks. No, the gears are actually fine in this thing. It's just that the motor is sacked out completely. It needs a motor. If you put a motor in this thing, I've thought about doing like a CD drive conversion to this, because it would probably be fine if I did that, but I don't know. Maybe. I might do that. Maybe not. Maybe. I got a lot of projects, just not enough time. What can I actually run that's going to be cool? I could run my decapod that I never run. Let's see. Will it run? Okay, so for some reason the shell does not want to stay on. I don't remember that being a problem, but that must have happened at some point. Man, I love this model. It looks so good. So here, I'll bring you guys in a little closer. This is my custom decapod that I made a few years ago. I'm very proud of this engine. It runs very well. Still uses the original drivetrain. The River Rossi 442 is probably going to be off the table for this time. Oh, okay. Well, it derailed. Very nice. Let me fix that. Did not like that set of points. Okay, there we go. But yeah, this is technically like the channel mascot. Or the unofficial mascot. It has white walls. Have you had any engines run off the table? Actually, no. I have not. Let's see. Is it going to derail again? Please don't derail. Okay, awesome. It's running fine now. Awesome. Yeah. My decapod. It's great, and I love it. It's an awesome model. This thing's actually had more runtime off of my layout than on the layout. I ran it at a couple clubs. They actually let me run it. It was super cool. I got to pull a bunch of hopper cars with it. That's what I'm doing. We need hopper cars. Stat. Bessemer or stat. We gotta get the Bessemer. The Bessemer, guys. The Bessemer. The Bessemer. This is good times. Oh, my lights are dead. Did my Tyco pack just crap out? I think... Oh, wrong plug. Okay. I think we just lost lights. Yeah, we got no more lights. Okay. That Tyco pack's down for the count. Opinion on Gopernopper quitting? Gopernopper never really quit. He just doesn't have the time for it anymore. We're close friends, really close friends, and he's in college right now. The guy basically has no time. What can I say? Dan, are you going to get an Athearn? You know what? The tunnel motors. I thought about it because I saw them, and they were so cheap. They were so cheap. But I was so broke. I was broke as heck. So I couldn't buy one. Dude, Gopernopper, okay, I just, can you run the goofy Bachmann 460? I don't know which one you're talking about. That video you did about the loco with the centrifugal clutch was very cool. I've never heard of an HO loco with a clutch before. My vintage Honda 50cc mini bike had a centrifugal clutch as well. I love old Hondas. I've always wanted to get a Trail 70. Those are so cool. I love the stupid Thomas and Friends diesel you have on the back of all your videos. How are you doing tonight? I am doing pretty good. The Decapod's running great, so I'm doing great. That's just kind of how that works. Man, I love this engine. Let's get some, I need some hopper cars. We've got Pennsylvania. Okay, let's get, okay, this one doesn't have a truck on it. That's not ideal. You guys ever, I keep thinking of that Bob Seger song, Like a Rock, because I heard it in a Chevy ad. Talking about the 460 Gigant. Oh! I completely forgot about that thing. Maybe I might run it. I put it away. So basically he did a lack of time. Yeah. Cheap and broke goes hand in hand. They're talking about the... Yeah, okay, alright. I know which one. No, that is not Southern. That is a PRR. Do you not remember the video? Yes, now I remember. Dan has dementia. No, man, I'm not that old, bro. I'm like more than 7. Alright, so this thing needs hopper cars. Good thing I have hopper cars. We're gonna run it with hopper cars. I got the Bessemer. We also have the Bessemer. And you guys won't believe this. We have the Bessemer. Yeah, this engine is probably one of just like my favorite locomotives in general ever. Just because it's, I'm just incredibly proud of this thing. I put a lot of work into this thing, as well as my my Unity 040 that still has yet to appear in an actual video. My custom models are like a, I'll call those a, oh, the lights are back. Okay, cool. That Tyco pack's giving it everything it's got. Custom models are like a guilty pleasure of mine. Lights are back. Dan has dementia confirmed. Bachman was like, so what if the tender is larger than the engine? Speaking of the 460, I found one on eBay. Should I buy? I wouldn't recommend it. They're kind of suck. It's a Pennsylvania steam engine, Dan. Pennsylvania steam is always good. Yes. The Epic Unity. Hi there. What up? Canadian Locomotive Logistics. Maybe they have a locomotive they'll let me operate. Oh, this is the one with the, we're good. It was a bottle of track cleaner. See, okay, that's one of the downsides to having a hanging layout. Stuff like that happens. Tell you what, my shoulder feels like crap after that. Okay, do I have a caboose? I know I have a caboose for this somewhere. Here we go. Watch every single hopper car on the whole train derail after this. Especially now that I've said that. Let's see. Alright. Okay, we're actually good. No derailments yet. Model running YouTubers be like, I found this locomotive as my brother's left kidney. Will it run? I don't know what you guys think, but I think he has a lot of Bessemer cars. That is like a small percentage. I have like 15 hoppers or so. I don't know. I need more of them. Also, thanks for teaching me the dangers of drugs. You are very welcome. It's a very real thing. Drink. Anyone interested in operating a locomotive remotely over the internet on my layout? What? What is that? That's not very nice. The GP20 was too deep in. Look how good this thing runs, man. This thing has the completely original drivetrain in it, and it runs like a top. Like, this thing runs so good. What happened to the GP20 that made it look like that? I have no idea. That's how I got it. Hello, Dan. How have you been? I am great. Is that a Bowser? I think this one's technically Penline, but it's kind of a Bowser. So somebody asked about the HO Polar Express. Yes, I still have it, and it's right there. I am going to do a video on it. I remember I did a review on it in one of my older Christmas series videos, and it's a terrible review. Don't watch it. I thought it was really funny to show the old video of the New Haven Pacific, because that video is just hilarious. So, you know what? While I'm up here, let me show you guys some cool stuff that you've probably never seen before. This stuff is all on top of my shelf that you can't see any of it. Here is one lighted caboose. I don't know if this is the only one up here. You ever find a roof for your NNW 1776 loco? No. No, I don't think so. Here is an Aristocraft 040, but here is two presidential sealed C430s. One in better shape than the other. This is something really cool that I want to do a video on, but I haven't figured out how to make it work right. This is a Bowser drive. That it was a kit you could buy, and somebody built it, but they built it really terribly. So I have to go back and figure out how I'm going to make this thing work right. The valve gear does not function like valve gear should. That is my original Overland. That is the one that has the Niagara drive. I'm very proud of you for your new career. I'm also doing the same. Very cool. Clean up the wheels. I don't know if that's going to help. Is there a nuclear... That is a nuclear waste car. I very much like that car. Do you have the CB&Q 420? Yes, I do. Oh, it's right there. Okay, that answers that. Yeah, there's more stuff just in the back of these shelves. Like, there's a Bachmann operating caboose that's back there that I just remembered about. Had no idea Lionel made that car in HO scale. Yes, they did. They made a bunch of HO stuff that a lot of people don't know about. Like, for instance, they made a 462 with a whistling tender that I was talking about earlier. Yeah, I got to figure out how I'm going to make that work. Something's wrong with the motor and it needs rewound. Are you going to see CNJ 113 this year? Probably not. And then this is another Lionel HO car. They made the draft car in HO scale. That one's pretty cool. Those are pretty hard to find. All right, let's put this back where it was. Erasers do work. Dan, do you have a Lionel HO exploding boxcar? Yes, I do. I don't have the missile car. The draft car is neat. It is a neat piece. I really like that one. Oh, man. I'm getting to see a lot of new faces and a lot of very old, familiar faces. It's pretty cool. It's nice to see. It's been really cool to see a lot of activity going on the Christmas series videos. I'm really pulling hard to make this series happen. But I'm telling you guys right now, it is punishing. That's why part of the reason I'm doing this stream right now, because it's my only option. I have to, actually, after I finish this stream, I have to finish editing tomorrow's video. The only way to make them work is to make the video a day in advance. That's the only way. So, I'm gonna have to. It was a mistake. I realized my mistake after I finished filming and started going to transfer the footage for the new video that's coming out tomorrow. It it was just such a mess. Have you ever heard of ATT? Yes, I have. Um, and I don't have any of their stuff. I would like to get some of their stuff. But basically what happened is there was a total catastrophe with trying to transfer footage, and so the video is taking way longer than I thought. I've been there since you were live on SMT streams in 2020. Just been a lurker for all these years. Wow. That's incredible. That's a throwback. I just got lucky for my birthday. Last year I got a whole lot of 1950s Lionel stuff, including the 462 exploding boxcar and missile car. Very cool. But yeah, my 45 tonner has a self-loading log truck arm welded to the back of it and an onboard Lincoln Tombstone welder? What? I'm going to the West Coast. I love the Christmas videos. Do the best you can. See, the best I can is gonna be finishing this series. I'm gonna do it, but it's just gonna take a lot of legwork. Like, actually, I'll reveal, I was up till 3 in the morning last night transferring footage. 3 in the morning. It didn't feel good, because I have to get up at 6 in the morning to go to work. And then I gotta work until 6 o'clock, and then come home. So it's like, yeah, it didn't feel too good. I don't feel the greatest. I'm pretty pooped out, but it is what it is, you know? You learn to live with it. It's life. If you want to do the things that you love, you got to work hard for them. That's like one of my biggest piece of advice for anybody. Do what you love, work hard, and stay out of debt and acquire real estate. My life advice. Drive all the way to work. No. Do you like K4 Pacifics? Yes, I do. They're pretty cool. I have a Penline one. I had a Bachman one. I traded it for a Red Box Hudson. Let's see what this says. This has honestly been a treat every day after work, seeing your vids. I feel ya, how you feel about work being 2 years older than you. Yeah, it's, man, it's, yeah. I got access to a GP30 Sue 711 and I'm allowed to mess around with it, but it's like a 4-hour drive to it, but it's fun as hell when I can. That's awesome. Dan, have you heard of the famous rail scope? I have one. But it's not complete. I'm thinking about doing a video on it. Very nice to see everybody cooperating in the chat. What's up, Coco? Wonderful night. I'm going to be heading out in the next few minutes. Coco, it's been a pleasure having you. I gotta make a trip out to Ohio sometime. I'm gonna make a new build and attempt to make a 280 CNJ Camelback out of a Bachmann I-10SA steamer. Good luck. The Bachmann I-10SA is a very difficult one to modify, at least significantly. Will you get more Lionel HO? Absolutely. Let me show you guys. Here's my rail scope. I have one. It's just been gutted. Somebody gutted the internals. SW8 Superior. All right. Wow, man. Oh. But yeah, tomorrow's video, I have to disappoint. Okay, thank you for stopping in, just Teenage Real Fan. Thank you for the information on the Nora and GB20. That's new to me. Does anybody remember when we used to do Google Hangouts all the time? Oh my god, that's a real throwback. Yeah. So tomorrow's video, I will admit, is not going to be train related. So for the train related folks only, it's a bit of a bummer, you know. So. We've got a great club in Fostoria, Ohio. Ooh. That's an entire upstairs of a garage if you're ever in the state. That would be fun. That would be really fun. I'd like to visit. Yeah, tomorrow, so my great-grandfather worked on the CNJ and drove a 280 Camelback. That's super cool. Truck video, yes. Any content from you has been good. Yes, thank you. Just got Lionel. It's got Lionel's passenger New York Central train. Very cool. Review the rail scope. The thing is, my rail scope has no internals. It just has the motor. That's it. It's not. It has no parts of the camera. If you're ever in PNW with your truck, we should definitely go drifting. Me and my homies own the night out here and the in the mountains doing tough run. Wow. Okay. Dan goes to the West Coast real. The only thing with doing something like that is I have no idea where I'd be staying, and I'm not old enough yet to get a hotel. At least I think so in California. So I'd have to like stay in my truck or something. So, but love the videos. My only interesting Tyco piece is a Silver Streak caboose. There's nothing wrong with that. My very first Tyco engine was a Silver Streak. It was a Silver Streak 430, and that's what started it. Come to Amherst, brother man. I'm pretty much going. I've just gotta round off my plans. Ron from Classic Model Trains reviewed the rail scope. Yes, I saw that. I very much like that guy. Very much like his videos. Dude just kind of came out of nowhere and gained this massive like viewer base. It's pretty cool. And you know, that brings me back to a point. That makes me think about like sometimes I'm like I feel bad or I feel like less because I don't have a huge viewer base like that or haven't gained one like that. But at the same time, I'm like, how would I be able to have live streams like this where I can like actually answer all the comments and stuff? It just becomes unmanageable, and like I'm not in this for the money. If I was in this for the money, then like, you know, it would be different. But I'm not. Like I just I like the afro. Thank you. I'm growing it back out. Yeah, no, I'm not in this for money. I go to work for money, but also enjoyment. Like this is not something that I really. Do you still have a Discord server? No. The Discord server that's linked in any video or anything of mine is not mine. I don't have a Discord server anymore. And if that link takes you to a server, it was my server. It's not anymore. My great-grandfather used to work for the Erie Lackawanna. Very cool. My Uncle Art, great-uncle Art, would have made... I know he made wheels, like locomotive wheels. I know that much. My family doesn't really have a lot of train history. I'm kind of this weird outlier. I just kind of was like, man, this stuff's cool. And so I'm like, motor trains, you know? And so I got a bunch of Tyco. And then I'm like, this is pretty cool. You know, I'm like, I want this, so I'm going to buy this. And then I started making the YouTube. Yeah, I've thought about this before, and I've talked about my buddies with this the other night. Like, why don't you delete your old videos, or like, why don't you start fresh or something? And I'm like, I would never want to do that because this channel is like a timeline of my life in a sense. I get to go back at any point and see what I looked like in like 2017, and it's really funny. Whenever you have a chance, go to Roscommon Historic Model Train Museum. It's a really neat place. I volunteer there. It's in the mid-northern part of Michigan. That would be cool. I don't know when I'll be through that area, but I'll have to stop in when if I ever make my way through there. I've never been to Michigan. So my last trip, dude, what do you think of the Hobbytown of Boston multi-drive sets? Right now I'm in contact with this guy, so I'm trying to get a 7-unit setup. It's going to be crazy. I've never heard of that. I don't know what that is. I assume that is... is that the sets that are coupled together, the locomotives that have the drive shaft going through? I could be stunned. I don't know. Oh man, I forgot how like exhausting it is. Well, I mean, it's just because I'm talking a lot. It's interesting. I have not. Yeah, those are the ones. Okay. Yeah, seven locomotives coupled together. Do you have any HO crossing with bells? I do. I do have the one with the bell. I don't know where I set it, but I have one. And it gets incredibly annoying. Power draw on that's gonna be insane. Oh yeah. Sets a really nice Starsen Fay has a good video about that. One motor for the whole consist. Or for the whole 7. Dude, if you're running 7 locomotives off of one motor, that's nuts. That's like, you gotta have some crazy gear reduction, or you better have a big old motor in there. Like, because that ain't gonna work, son. Like, that thing's done. That thing's get up and go is gonna be got up and went, you know? Yeah, those are the drive. Wow. That's crazy. If you're pulling that off, I'm very surprised. Like, I'm pretty impressed. That's pretty cool. Oh, man. So, I think I showed this. Have you got a Coming Around the Mountain Tycho set? Yes, I do. I think I've posted a few videos about them. I actually have 2. I think I kind of like briefly showed this earlier, but I'm teasing this right now. For anyone who can see what that is, well, you're not gonna know what it is, but you know, yeah, this is a strange one. Wait till I get to make the video on this thing. Another one of those weird custom projects. Have a Hobby Talent Alco PA. The motor's literally as big as the fist. 442 of sorts. Yeah, it's a River Rossi 442, but it's not a River Rossi 442. It's not the actual 442 that they made. It's kind of a it's interesting. It's very interesting. I actually didn't make it. I'm just finishing it. It'll be cool when it's done. I'm pretty excited to finish that. It'll be neat. It's still a long ways from where it needs to be, though. The biggest thing is that I've had trouble with that is that the weights inside have been a bit of a pain. Let me slow down my decapod. The Arista Rossi crossover Atlantic. After this, I'm going to run some of my train stuff. Very cool. That is a very good idea. So yeah, for the Christmas series, I actually, you know what? I don't really even know what I'm going to make a video on until the day of, pretty much. That's one of the most difficult things, is I have to come up with what I'm going to make a video on. Yep, I'm trying to be able to pull myself on a swivel chair. I found some... Okay, wait a second. Found some industrial 9-bolt motors that have planetary gears that could fit under an F45 shell. The rest will be wow. Whoa, a stream filled with low weights. Do you have any Hornby? No. Do you have a 3D printer? If not, you should get one. I do have one. So yeah, I don't, like I said earlier, I don't actually know what I'm making a video on until the day of. So it's kind of difficult having to discern exactly what I'm going to make a video about each day. But once I figure it out, I'm set, you know, I'm on it, you know, I know what I'm doing. And since I make them a day in advance, it gives me a little bit of leeway. Like if I hadn't been, I probably would have already not completed this. Like I was stressing last night so bad because the video wasn't working. I did not plan on live streaming today. But I'll just have to swap things around. I think I'm going to do like one stream a week for this. I think that's something I've kind of decided on. Believe me, when I said that I'm going to have a stream with my buddies, that will probably be next. The next stream will probably be with the gang. You keep us guessing, yeah. I have so many things I could make videos about. You're not like Sam's Trains who knows, oh, I'm reviewing this or reviewing that. No. Yeah, the gang, I gotta get the gang on a stream because, like, that's just classic my channel. Like, we used to stream, or I used to stream, like, Roblox. There's like a 7-hour Minecraft live stream. 7 hours. 7 hours of playing Minecraft. I don't remember where it's at, but I'm pretty sure there's a 7-hour live stream of just Minecraft. I just got done installing some new wire decoders and some N-scale locos. Nice to come up on your live. Thank you for joining. Somebody asked if I was going to make anything about N-scale, and I'm definitely thinking about it. I think that'd be something fun to do. I got to find some N-scale track, though. I don't know where I put any of it. 7-hour Minecraft stream and I wasn't there. Tragic. You might have been there. I don't know. Man, that was a long time ago. But yeah, the goal is to just complete the challenge. But I don't want to just like make crap videos. I want to, very happy to see you back then. Happy to all it is and all the best. Thank you very much. Same to you, my friend. But, you know, was I don't know. My memory's non-existent. Mine either. I don't know. I can't remember anything past like 5 minutes ago. Like, I don't even remember why I started this stream. Oh, man. But, yeah, so tonight after I get off this stream, I'm going to edit tomorrow's video. Tomorrow's video will be, by tonight, tomorrow's video will be ready. You know, will be going up tonight, uploaded, and then public tomorrow. And the thing is, tomorrow I won't be home till about 9:30. So whatever video I make is gonna have to be. Are any of your? Yes, the lights are actually on right now. You can't really tell. You know, here. You know what? There we go. Here, I gotta turn off all the lights. As you can see, a good bit of them are, not all of them. I've even got this little floodlight tower. It's pretty cool. I like that floodlight tower. Oh, okay, the lights are gone. But, dude, that's sick. Yes, it is. I like the lights. I just never really use them. I want to finish... I haven't figured out how to power them right. I need the right kind of voltage or amperage to be powering them. My Tyco pack kind of just craps out all the time. That's why the lights just keep going off. That's not me turning them off. That's the transformer just literally crapping itself. Lights out, yeah. So Saturday night I'll have to make Sunday's video. And I don't know what it's going to be yet. I've gotten a good idea. I should actually find that right now. I should find my N-scale track. I know it's around here somewhere. See, like, the thing that sucks is, like, it's hard. I want to do more complicated stuff, like doing a full restoration for a Christmas series episode. That is so difficult. It is so difficult. Like, it's because the videos are being filmed, like, 9:30 and past. Like, it's very late. I think my rarest Tyco 040 is, let's see where it's at. It is that one. The Great Northern one. I've only ever seen a few of those. So yeah, there's that. Back up on the tripod. I am the Dirty Dan Trains, and this is my train layout, and I am the train man. I have a lot of Tyco, stuff like that. People, scientists in 2345 trying to decipher Dirty Dan's Trains Christmas Series Episode 6. That will be the future. Oh, man. Oh, you know what? This I definitely... Alright, so this is something I want to talk about, but I don't know how to do this in a video style. I have an original Tyco service manual. I got this on eBay. And it says right on it, Tyco service manual, HO scale electric trains. It doesn't have much about the slot cars. But let me just flip to a random page in here. Look at this. parts breakdowns of every locomotive, all of them. You know, it's got like, here's the 460, you know, 040 shifter. The pages are in really poor condition, unfortunately. You've got, this is a valve gear assembly. You've got smoke, oil. You got the Mikado. I mean, some of these are old too. They're very old. And then there's some newer ones in here. And then the thing that I like about this book the most is that when you go to the very back, you will see here is a Tyco power torque diagram. I've never seen one before. I've never seen a power torque diagram. And what this represents to me is this is the time that Tyco started to, you know, it started to fall off. And that's why this book doesn't go any far past, you know, it doesn't go any more past the power torque, because it represents where Tyco was at the time. I have a lot to say about this book, but I don't want a video of just me rambling on. You guys know what I mean? Like, nobody wants to listen to me ramble on about absolutely nothing. Well, at least most people don't want to listen to that. I like to be semi-professional. It's just the way to be. Yeah, I have that. That book is incredible. I got that for $50, and I consider that a total steal. If you want an easy to make crossing good sound, I have a sensor and a bell speaker, $40. Service engines to what the book says. I don't think it like gives specific instructions though. I kind of wish that Tyco would get a relaunch, but knowing Mattel, probably not. Yeah, no, it's not gonna happen. Just pick up a Tyco ICG GB20. Runs pretty well. Needs handrails installed and light fixed. They're pretty reliable. The ICG ones, that would be pre-power torque, so that'd be MU2. They're good engines. Been a while since I've seen a live stream here. I recently got a Lifelike chassis system F unit and a AHM SD40 and CNW paint. Unfortunately, I need to get the display set up for everything. Okay. That's very cool. Earlier this weekend or next weekend, I'll try to make a video on my Tyco 040T. The Reading 040T. I think I've seen that before. MU2, exactly, yes. Wait, how did Mattel get ownership of Tyco? They bought Tyco, I think, in the, I want to say, mid-90s? 95, 94? Something like that? Because the Tyco catalogs had no more trains after 94. Like, I have a set from, I think, 92, 93. Give me that, please. No, that is not for sale. Yeah, like, oh man. Something I've thought about doing a video on. I don't know how many of you know about the Tyco 210-4 Texas that they were trying to make. I wish I could figure out which brass 210-4 it was, because I have a brass 210-4. And I don't know if it's the same one that they were trying to produce, and I don't think it is. But, you guys imagine if Tyco made a J1? That would be nuts. Like, they have it in the catalog. They never made it, though. Imagine having a Tyco 210-4. I really wish, this is something that I really wish I could find, although I guarantee it doesn't exist, or if it does, it's in some boomer's collection that we'll never get our hands on. It would be like the pre-production samples of the 210-4. That would be like huge. That would be like the biggest thing I'd have in my collection. Tyco and brass, that's something I never... So I don't think they were making it brass. I don't know. I don't know, though. There's a lot of, like, mystery surrounding it. So what I heard from somebody who wasn't a Tyco employee but heard from someone who worked there is that they couldn't make it because they couldn't figure out how to get it around 18 radius curves. And keep a lot of detail. So it's like, yeah, it wasn't gonna, it wasn't gonna happen. I wish I think their way to go would have just been to have Manoa make it. Basically use the Manoa Decapod drivetrain and modify it to be a 210-4. And honestly, that would be a pretty cool custom project at some point to make what Taika, I think, would have made had they finally made that J1 that they were trying to make but couldn't. I think what they should have done is rolled with a Manoa chassis, so it would have been a single flange driver on each end, kind of like my Decapod right here, my Pensi Decapod, and used a Manoa one-wheel trailing or leading truck and a four-wheel trailing truck, and made their own shell for the top of it. And I think that would have worked, but unfortunately, we never got to see that. So, oh well. But it is what it is. Maybe someday parts will surface, but who knows? I really hope, I would really like to get my hands on something like that, but I don't even know if it exists, so, Heads up, I think we're approaching towards the end of the live stream. My voice is, actively dying, just because, I've been talking so much. I forgot how much of a strain this is on your voice. But I'm wearing it out. So tomorrow I'm gonna go into work and I'm gonna be like, my coworkers will be like, "What happened to you?" And I'll be like, "YouTube, Dirty Dan's Trains Live," is gonna be my explanation for my coworkers when I can't talk tomorrow. So, yeah, we're getting to about that point. I wanted to at least stream for an hour, and I've accomplished that. I think we got some really good discussion in. Dangle's Bessemer hopper car over trash can. Per the Taika forums, it says that they would have been released in '73, and MRC currently has the tooling. I hope they're never going to do anything with it, though. That's the thing that sucks, is they'll never do anything with it, and we'll never get our hands on it. So, it's neat to know that it still exists. I doubt it does. I guarantee that was something that just got thrown out years ago. But, you never know. Thank you for the live streaming. Yes, it's been a pleasure to hang out with some of you folks and talk trains. The next stream, sometime next week, most likely late next week, will be a gang live stream with my mis amigos. People from my old Roblox live streams that you may or may not remember. We're going to be back. I don't know what we're going to do. We may either just talk. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how that ends up going. I may try to plan it in advance. But, Matt being one of them. But, anyways, coming up about that point. It's been lovely. I appreciate Melba. I appreciate all of those of you who've come to stop by for the live stream. I may make a highlights of this. I doubt it, though. There's really nothing that special. Everyone have a nice evening. I'm gonna smoke one and run some trains now. There you go. Yeah, thank you guys all for tuning in. It's been very fun. Keep tuned. So stay tuned. Oh man, I'm my brain's melting. Stop this guy. But like I said before, appreciate you guys stopping in and hang out for a little bit. And tomorrow's video, like I said before, not a train video. Thanks again, Dan. Yep. It will be a truck video, so it probably won't do as well. But that's gonna be it. I'm gonna do my thing, and I will see you guys tomorrow in tomorrow's video. And Sunday I should have something cool planned, or Monday, either or. But anyways, thanks again, and I will see you guys in the next one.